Porto de Mós. Porto de Mós is a picturesque village located in the central region of Portugal, endowed with stunning landscapes and fascinating natural structures. There are several points of interest and activities available that make Porto de Mós a destination worth visiting. So why not escape the hordes of tourists and enjoy the peace and quiet of the idyllic Portuguese countryside? Join us and discover 15 reasons why you should visit the region. Porto de Ms Castle. The national monument, which survived the 1755 earthquake, boasts a characteristic glow nowadays. Visiting the castle of Porto de Mós is an exciting experience which allows you to observe its unique architectural characteristics and understand the significant role it played in hosting the Portuguese army the nights leading up to the Battle of Aljubarrata. Jurassic Viewpoint. This viewpoint is a tribute to the Jurassic era, which left several natural resources to the municipality and allow it to have a series of industrial and tourist activities today. Composed of 15 limestone blocks, this monument is located 500 meters above the sea level, in a place where it is possible to admire an absolutely stunning landscape over Leiria, Porto de Mós, and the Batalha Monastery. Roman Road. In the parish of Alquidão da Serra remains the route of the Roman Road, with approximately 100 meters long. Designed to facilitate the iron flow, this was the path that led Nuno Alves Pereira to the military field of São Jorge on the Battle of Aljubarrata Eve. Windmills of Alquidão da Serra. Located at the top of the hills, to use the wind as a source of energy, the windmills symbolize the rural artisans and their knowledge. Of the various windmills scattered throughout the territory, only 3 are currently operating, and it is possible to see the transformation of the grain into flour through the millstones. Endowed Caves. Elected one of the 7 natural wonders of Portugal, Endowed Caves is considered one of the most beautiful and richest in Europe. Visiting Endowed Caves is like visiting an underground paradise, where you can observe countless limestone formations in the world of stalactites. Pottery Workshop. Barro Vermelho pottery is a traditional pottery where it is possible to observe the transformation of clay in the most various utensils of our daily lives. Here, the ceramic pieces on display showcase a characteristic shine and the love and devotion of the last potter in the parish of Pedreiras, who works with a wheel. Get to see how pots, pitchers, plates and bowls are made, and get lost in the details of a beautiful handmade painting. Battle of Aljubarrata Interpretation Center. SIBA is a project that aims to safeguard and enhance the heritage related to the military field of São Jorge, while helping the visitor to understand what Battle of Aljubarrata was and how it all happened. Get involved in this 4-core exhibition area that combines an innovative concept of entertainment and education, and take the opportunity to enjoy a fantastic multimedia show. Fornia. Inserted in the Natural Park of Aire and Candeeiros Mountains, Fornia is characterized by its enormous depletion of the Earth's crust. With 500 meters in diameter and 205 meters in height, this natural amphitheater will make you feel like a tiny ant. Enriched by nature, the erosions caused by rains and spring waters created an impressive natural setting that won't leave you indifferent. Dry stone walls. The limestone mountains of Porto de Mós are a collection of architectural forms born from the skills of its inhabitants and the need for them to adapt to an unfavorable environment. Cultural heritage, the dry stone walls delimit paths, define fences for cattle and land retention structures, creating a truly incredible landscape for its visitors. Church of São Miguel. Church of São Miguel acquired the current architectonic configuration after the earthquake of 1755, when it was remodeled. Built on a chapel whose patron saint was São Miguel, its ceiling imposed the painting of the parish patron. Olive oil production. In the parish of Pedreiras, we can find Feteiras House, an oil mill where it is possible to observe and understand a little more about the olive oil tradition. From harvesting, extraction, to packaging, it is possible to follow the entire journey on a very interesting route from the olives to the final product. Porto de Mós Eco Trail. Once used for the transport of coal between the mines of Bezerra and Porto de Mós, this old railroad is now a modern eco trail that allows you to go for a hike or a bike ride. Here, you can practice sports and enjoy the stunning mountain landscape in a very rich course in terms of scenic, fauna, and floral beauty. Industrial and Artisanal Textile Museum. Intending to preserve the region's industrial heritage, this museum aims to enhance the memory of the generations that made Mira de Aire and Mint one of the most prominent regions of the Portuguese textile industry during the 20th century. Inside, it is possible to visit a permanent exhibition that includes the machinery and equipment of the textile industry over the generations. Portuguese Pavement. Those who don't know the Portuguese pavement don't really know Portugal, and there's no better place than Alquidão da Serra to explore your knowledge. Visiting a quarry is to know the origin of the ground that we have trodden all over the country. Arima lagoons. In the parish of Arima, you can find the 3 lagoons, which bring together different aquatic flows and a very peculiar fauna. Very interesting for the keenest observer. Surrounded by nature, its waters create an interesting and inviting landscape for a relaxing stop by its banks. These are just some of the reasons that make Porto de Mós a destination worthy of your visit. Our visit to Porto de Mós region was a relaxing and very interesting experience when exploring and discovering every corner of this beautiful village. We hope that this guide is the perfect companion to explore Porto de Mós and that you have an unforgettable trip.